Hello and welcome, interesting people from interesting places, wherever you may be. I am Aerius Fury, also known as Aaron in some circles. This channel's more or less dedicated to music endeavors, a little bit of comedy, random shit, vlogging, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Today I'm heading down to the studio spot, which actually is in my front yard. Just right there. We're going to be heading down to that tree, actually, exactly. And I will reverse pan. You can see kind of where I came from. And we're going to head down and I'm going to cut a couple demos for a project I'm working on. Little bit of insight. I play a bit of guitar pretty decently, but mostly drums. Also, I play a bit of bass on the side, but not as much as I used to. I have some previous videos on my page from years ago, actually. The Two-Headed Dragon project, where I was playing two instruments at once. I think I'll maybe try to get back into that, because it's kind of weird and don't see it, actually, very much on YouTube, so might be something interesting for everyone to check out. Another thing, I'm not using any type of computer equipment or software, so sometimes things might be a little jiggly, but just bear with me. It's been quite a few hours since I had coffee, so don't have any type of shaking at this moment. One last thing, if you see there's gonna be this random guy with a mask on. His name's Michael. He's kind of a dick, and he's a really good drummer, plays some other stuff, but he's really antisocial and he's a little bit angry. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but we shall see. I don't know. Anyway, let's head on downstairs now. Alright, I'm all geared up now, finally. Have my effects system. And today I'm taking my 7-string Schecter, do some practicing and do some demo recordings, some stuff I'm working on randomly. So let's head on down there, and I think we'll go ahead and just give it a try like this. And I am downstairs, just like that. That's about the only editing I'll probably be using, but it's just a start-stop function on the camera. That's pretty much it. Let me hammer on while I unlock everything. I'm currently playing drums. I've been playing with a couple of good guys, brothers. Been playing with them for quite a few years. We had another drummer in the past, actually, and I used to play guitar and sing, but I am now the drummer, and we are simply a three-piece band at this point. On the side, I have my own little projects. I do a lot of practicing. I have a lot of gear. I do a lot of randomness. So I thought, why not just start filming it, because it might be interesting. So, this is our practice space. This is just kind of the hangout ping pong area. And I don't know. It is what it is. I don't use it that much. I don't play ping pong. I'm not good at it. Let's throw the keys on the ground. Alright. Hangout room, commons, area, smoking. We have a whole entire wall of casualties, more or less. And poor symbols, but wow, it is what it is. And here I have main room. Excuse the lighting, of course everything is dark. I'm the one opening everything today. Throw that stuff down. And and it's usually significantly cooler down here than in the outside upstairs world, and the lights take a little bit to heat up. Well, hour set. We were practicing last practice session last week at some time. We're basically practicing about maybe once or twice per month at this point. Trying to get a demo finished and cut at the guitar player's house. So we haven't been here very much. This place is more for making noise, testing equipment, and lets me play my drums loud. I'm not gonna get too much into gear today. I think I'm gonna do a couple of short videos here and there. What do I have? What do I use? Why do I use it? I have some interesting stuff. Headphone guitar amp systems and other things. I use a looper pedal. I do a lot of weird stuff with that. That's kind of how I do the whole double guitar thing. I'll actually loop the bass lines through and then just play guitar over top of it, more or less. Let me bust out some of my stuff really quick. I need both of my hands, and I'll yammer on for a minute or two about what I got with me. Okay. So, went through, got my gear set up for the guitar today. I also kind of unwrapped some stuff. We keep everything covered down here because of the moisture and whatever. We have dehumidifiers and full ventilation system, which actually you might be hearing that in the video right now. That's that big thing right here. And plus, we actually have complete full ventilation through our whole underground building because it gets very stuffy and we have no clean air intake, which can be a problem. So I'm gonna do a little ring around the rosy really quick. I don't want to spend too much time on stuff. This is kind of an introductory video. I don't want it to stretch much past 10 minutes, so let's just get to it. So we have our whole line of the guitar amps. Everyone keeps everything down here. Everything's locked up. I can unlock everything to get in here. And only the bands that do work down here have keys. We have, of course, wouldn't be complete without a Marshall somewhere. There always has to be. And this is a lie, actually, because, well, I don't know. It's because this is actually another Marshall that is wrapped up like a Fender. I don't know why, but if it fits, it fits. If it fits, it sits. That's it. Okay, moving on. We have a lot of punk rock guys that play down here, so they have a really big, brutal type of sound. This has kind of been one of their new toys to be playing with. It's the only 412 guitar cab that's down here. Today I am using this beautiful Fender Twin Reverb. I used to use it before when I played guitar. It does not belong to me, actually. The guitar player might see this and maybe kill me. I didn't actually ask if I could use it today, but fuck it. Has a really good punch, and with some of the effects that I'm running along with everything else, I don't know, I can get a really nice beefy sound, especially with 212s. I always need at least 212s. I can't run through a single 12, and I don't know, I don't like the tone. And my new addition to my family, 7-string Schecter Demon, my first extended range guitar. Been a lot of fun, tons of fun. Learned a lot of new stuff, a lot of extended scales. 7-string chords are awesome. Getting through all 7 strings and letting that huge chord ring out. I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. I've had the same Gibson Les Paul Custom for 12 years now. So it's been a whole different world, that's good. It's good to go see new worlds sometime. Moving on to bass world. PV, I do believe, yeah, this is a 412 PV cab, and this, I have to look. This is a Trace Elliott tube system. I think from the 80s. I'm not super well versed in everything down here because it's not all my stuff, and I care, but I don't care. We have this Fender Bassman 100, which, I mean, I'm a tall guy. I mean, I'm not tiny. And this thing is massive. This thing is huge. And this is vintage, all original from the mid 1970s, I do believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. Don't kill me if I'm wrong. And last but not least, this is the amp I normally use, which is why I'm using the Fender today because, well, you guys know what this is. Yeah. That's all I got. Somebody lent it to me. I can use it. But the sound is... We're not even going to talk about that. I need to do a whole episode on line 6. Punk drums are back here. My drums are over here in their own special corner. I had them covered up before, so I unwrapped them just to give a quick look. We have our Stevie Ray Vaughan, Mary Had a Little Lamb cover video that is on YouTube. I'm using these drums. They're nice. Basic level Mapex, actually. More or less entry level. And I'm not super picky, especially with drums, cymbals, and heads. I'm here in Europe. I live in Slovenia. Hey! Probably the best punk rock screamer that I've heard in quite some time. Anyway, Evans heads, Meinl cymbals, that's all I have access to here in Europe. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for about right now. More episodes coming soon. Yeah, I'm going to do it a day at a time. And if I have an idea, I'm going to spit it out and run my mouth. So watch out for those videos. Be some tech talk, gear rundowns, some jamming, random stuff, me playing 2 guitars at once. Why not? If I think of it, I'm just going to do it. Enjoy your day. See you next time.